the forum for another bit of action here in the U15 division of the Winter Box League. It's once again Team White versus Team Blue. And White has just been doing a heck of a job in this series so far. A heavy screen set there for Ethan Wall to try to drive low, and then he looked to pass through the middle, but could not find the open target. And no save needed for Jones Richardson, who gets the start in goal for Team Blue. At the other end, it's Elijah Vendrasco. 45 saves so far through the league for Vendrasco, 36 for Richardson. So it remains scoreless here, just about a minute through the opening quarter. White is 0-3, excuse me. So it's Blue that's been dominating their way through the series so far. There is another game tomorrow, regardless of the result. Here is a shot on, and Jones Richardson gets the stop. Here comes the forecheck, though, from Team White. Some trades went down before this game as well. Wyatt Dolson now a member of Team White. Anderson Kemp over on the side of Team Blue. Kemp will wear number 3 now. Dolson is going to wear 13. But White looking good to start this game. Although without a goal so far, they have held the possession pretty well the entire way of these opening couple minutes or so. And that one goes off the outside of the goal, but still able to retain possession now. Simon Reed lost his footing, and here comes Blue. Right on goal, scores. One shot, one goal. Mason Smith gets himself onto the board. That'll be his third goal of the campaign and puts it into the top corner. A big start for Blue despite defending early on, but they win the ensuing face-off. It's Isaac Bosma not wearing number 14. Vendrasco leaps up to get his shoulder. So check that, it was Mason Streeter. Streeter back in the defensive zone now while Madden Church takes possession back for his team. Remember, the Church boys started off on different teams here in the Winter Box League, but now have joined forces on Team White. Here's Bosma. Lobs one ahead to Mason Streeter, then looks forward. Wide open is McIntyre. Another breakaway and another goal. This time it'll be Owen McIntyre. Also with 2 goals so far in the Winter Box League, gets now his first of the game.
The other 14 is Roman Sutherland. Should be ranked 2.
So 2-0 now. Blue leads. 8 minutes to play in the first. And they want some more. McIntyre with a big pick and roll. Then he'll fake the shot, take it, and that goes off the outside of Elijah Vendrasco's leg. It's been under fire here early on. Almost a turnover from the defensive zone, but White able to break free of that. And Tyler Spalton, one of the leaders on Team White. 5 goals so far, just 1 behind Madden Church for the lead. That pass intended for Wall. It was deflected. McIntyre then is stripped of possession by Wall, who winds up giving it back. And there's the 10-second count against Blue. McIntyre didn't take a look up at the clock or hear the officials. Cruz Elliott. Dishes far side for Rocco Malika. Elliott, a couple of nice moves. He'll shoot over top of the smaller defender, and that'll be denied by Richardson. Most of the action has been at the other end of the floor, or at least the action that has resulted in goals. Now Church mishandled it. Gets it back due to a fallen defender. It was McIntyre getting back to his feet. There's a delayed penalty coming up against Blue. Goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. White still has it, but just 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Remember, it is modified NLL rules here, so unlike in minor lacrosse, when there's a delayed penalty and a shot comes, that does not mean an automatic whistle. If the shooting team can get possession back, play will go on, and it'll be an early power play for White now and a chance to cut the lead in half. Elliott's going to run point. Ball down to the crease for Church. Back up top now. Harding has it. Elliott back to Harding. He'll shoot wide. Off the end boards, back towards Blue's bench, and Elliott knocks it down. They've got 9 seconds left on this shot clock. Elliott wants to fire. That one also wide, and it deflects off of Harding's stick. Back over center, and Blue's going to get a free clear here now. So that pass took a deflection. Good hole in the zone, though. Keeping it around the outside for the time being. Elliott working on his man, forces the shot clock down to 10 seconds. Nice save by Vendrasco. Picked up by Madden Church. Penalty clock winds down to about 45. That pass is bobbled. Maintained, though. Emmett Bolton's going to get some power play time. Hudson Church is going to run the point. Spalton is over at the far side. On his wrong side, back up to Church now. That shot goes off the boards. Cleanly will bounce back over center. Blue's going to hang on now. Just 8 seconds left in the penalty. Continuing to play with it around the perimeter. Mason Smith gets around his man. He'll shoot on. That'll be denied. Oh, and they score. Believe it was Mason Smith with the last touch. And if so, that'll be his second of the game, second of the quarter to make this a 3-0 lead. Nathan Heath Watkins, excuse me, able to knock that ahead where it's picked up by Owen Chung with pressure on him. Drops down to one hand. Harding doing some good work there to knock the ball loose. It's still on the ground before Heath Watkins comes over, but then it's picked up by Harding. He's got a breakaway from his own side of center, in alone on Richardson, scores! Give Harding a cause turnover and then give him the ensuing goal as well. Stripped his man of possession, picked that up and goes all the way down the floor and deposits that past Jones Richardson for the 3-1 goal. White now on the board, but still trailing by 2. 2.5 to play. Mason Streeter picks it up. He leaves in the corner. Streeter wanted it back. Or check that. That was Ronan Sutherland. Elliott turns to be a lefty for a moment. Still got a shot off. Richardson with a nice save there. Pass ahead to Streeter. Decided against the pass to McIntyre and wisely decides against that as well. Here's Smith, already on hat trick watch with 1:40 to play. Had a man open for a moment. Pass never came. It was Campbell. And then Smith lost the handle. 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Emmett Bolton sees an open Hudson Church. Good job to avoid some defenders who got back nicely. And Tyler Spalton will set the screen near side for Bolton. Good cycle here, leaves Church with possession. 4 on the shot clock. He'll jump to avoid the crease. Richardson got the shoulder up in time. Tough pass in front. McIntyre couldn't handle it. Nathan Heath-Watkins just gets it over center in time. Found Owen Chung, but he couldn't find the clean handle of it. Emmett Bolton comes to pick it up. 45 on the clock. Nice pass to the goal scorer. Harding will toe drag around Chung. Church sets a screen. Harding still with it. Believe that was supposed to be a pass behind the goal. It was just off target. McIntyre's got a man up. It's Mason Smith looking for the hat trick. He'll shoot. He'll score. 22 seconds to go. And Mason Smith has a first quarter hat trick. 3-goal lead is restored. Blue continues their dominance here. And the dying seconds will tick down on the scoreboard. It's a 4-1 lead for Team Blue here on Game 4 of the Winter Box League. Back after this. Quarter number 2 is coming right up here in the U15 division at the Winter Box League. It's a 4-1 lead for Team White, or for Team Blue, excuse me, through the opening quarter. 3 of those 4 goals coming from Mason Smith. And then the lone marker not scored from the man wearing number 4 is Oben McIntyre. He's on the floor once again. It's Mason Streeter. Gets back up top to McIntyre. He wants to get another lefty on the floor, so he'll change while Vendrasco makes a save. Spalton took a hit, left the ball behind, continues to do battle for it. That will trickle its way up the wall. It is still Blue possession. That's why there hasn't been a 10-second count here. But Blue has just 10 seconds left on their shot clock. Finally, it comes loose. And it'll be picked up by Madden Church. Decides to leg this over center himself. How far forward does he want to go for making his way towards the white bench? Now here's Hudson Church. Fake shot through. Makuta gets topside. He'll shoot that off the shoulder of Richardson. Deflects that into the corner where Hudson Church winds up finding the loose ball. Out behind the goal, back to Church in front. Fakes the shot and looks to the short side, but Richardson gets the shoulder up again. Down on her knee, still takes up a ton of room in goal. Now Wall, the shot was wide off the boards, gets his own rebound. Protecting now from the swinging stick of Talon Campbell. Here's Harding. Has the one goal for White. He'll shoot off the leg pads of Richardson. And now Harding's dumped in the crease as he gets back up now and vacates. It'll be possession for Blue. Isaac Bosma gets around the pressure from Church, then up to Nathan Heath Watkins. Bosma will change. Here is Mason Smith. They found their hot stick, that's for sure. It's Harding working on his man in the corner. We saw his goal in the first start from the defensive zone for White. As Harding caused the turnover, took possession, and went straight to the goal. All in the span of about 15 seconds. Now he'll get a breather while his team tries to climb back in this game. Back up top, defended well though. Smith knocks the ball loose, then gets another cross check over on Emmett Bolton. White's got to get a shot off, they will, and Jones Richardson takes that into his glove hand. Now somebody's got to get open for a pass. Richardson waiting for anybody, he winds up just having to throw it to center. And Blue's going to get the 10-second count as nobody made themselves available for Jones Richardson to pass to. White will look to take advantage of that error, but they give it away to Blue, specifically Mason Smith. So he'll switch to his right hand for a moment, up to Ronan Sutherland. So he'll take some space off ball. Open McIntyre, one of the 4 goals came from his stick in the first quarter. To the middle, a backhander is on. Denied, though, by Vendrasco. Blue gets possession again. McIntyre to Sutherland. That just goes off his stick. Blue still with it, though. Mason Streeter absorbs the check. Sees a cutter going through. Malika kept him to the outside. Sutherland, watched by Church. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Shot just wide though. Campbell with a good look. Sutherland had the rebound find him, but couldn't settle possession, and the shot clock wound down. Now Church to Church off the bench. Shot wide. That's off the glove. Madden Church found the shot at the tail end of that set, and Richardson finds another save. Takes it into his stick. Open McIntyre. Goes head to head with Hudson Church, still with possession until Church stayed with the play. Knocked the ball loose. McIntyre has it again. Has his hand hooked at a little bit. Shot right on. Through some traffic. Vendrasco with another stop. Now Blue takes it, or gives it away, excuse me. Tadashi Makuta. It's a 2-on-1, winds up shooting, and that caught the goaltender and the post. White starting to turn it on here. A hit right in front of the booth. 10-on-10, but it is still a 4-1 lead for Blue here. So that ball will trickle through everybody. Some road hockey stick handling knocks the ball between the benches. White has numbers here, depending on how they play this. Decides for the shot from Makuta, and that ends up out of play, but last touching a Blue stick, so it's going to be possession White here. Under 6 to play. Mason Smith back onto the floor. He's defending high, gets the switch now. So go to work on Wyatt Dolson. Richardson with another stop. Rebound collected by Bosma. Dangerous pass up. That's intercepted. Emmett Bolton with a man open in front. Pass is good. The save by Richardson. So that denies a wide open man in front, being Cruz Elliott, who has possession again. Watched on by Bosma. Elliott slows things down. Not going to head off just yet. He has an open lane to shoot. He will. Richardson with the save. Rebound right there, and Church couldn't fire it home as he had the goaltender looking for it. White gets a reset. Elliott at the point. Fakes that pass to the corner. Here's Spalton. It's White trying to run a bit of a set play here with, looks like 4 righties on the floor. The lone lefty has it now before getting it back to the strong side. Church steps into one. Denied by Richardson. He lost sight of it. That just stays out. And then Church is denied in tight by Richardson. Somehow this is still a 4-1 game. Smith all the way up. Pass is good. Nice move and a goal. A beauty from Talon Campbell. The low-handed swim dodge works, and Blue takes the 5-1 lead. That theme from the first quarter continues as White maintaining possession for so much of it, but unable to find the back of the net. Blue then gets a chance out of nowhere. This time it was Talon Campbell. And they are able to make it count. 5-1 now, under 4 to play in the half. As Sutherland gets it to McIntyre. Keeps his feet moving. He'll protect his stick and shoot. Vendrasco able to keep his stick down and then find the rebound as well. Makuta feeds to Watkins. Now one more down low. Harding has the lone goal for White. Gets it up top to Hudson Church. Didn't really have much of an option elsewhere. Decides to just shoot. And Richardson, another stick save. Rebound collected by McIntyre. Delayed call coming up against White. Goaltender to the bench. Campbell, the latest goal scorer, back on the floor. He's got possession now. 6-on-5 they run, and that shot from right in tight winds up wide of the goal, and that's going to be another penalty. But it's going to go against White this time. And Blue with a chance to continue to pour it on here, leading 5-1 late in the half. They're going to have Oben McIntyre run point. He's got Mason Streeter to his left. Campbell gets it to the crease, and the shot is denied by Vendrasco. Church picks up the loose ball. Pressured right now by Blue's power play unit, so they just throw it all the way down and into their own bench. The official was not prepared with another ball. Has to get one from Christian Del Bianco on the bench. Oh, a nice handle there from Madden Church, short-handed. Mason Streeter turned on the Jets. Church to Church, saved by Richardson. That may have hit bar. The coaching staff of White calling that a goal, but play on. Remains 5-1 after White would be denied on a controversial short-handed goal. Waved off. Back up top now to Streeter. Into the final minute of the half. Streeter has it again. Dishes to Campbell and down low to the crease. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Smith back up to Campbell. Shot on. Vendrasco made the save. Looked like he lost sight of the rebound, though. Didn't react until Blue had it from the outside again. Fresh 30, but there is only 30 seconds left to play. They try the dunk. Where is it? They're going to call it a good goal. White's coaches don't like it at all. After they have one disallowed at one end. Well, not even really disallowed because it was waved off right away, just deemed as a crossbar. They want to go right away here at the face-off dot, but it's going to run out of time. Either way, Blue's going to get the face-off win, and they'll take the 6-1 lead into halftime after another power play goal. We'll bring you all the third quarter when we return here at the Winter Box League. Back in time for the third quarter, just in time. And we are back underway. It's a 6-1 lead right now for Team Blue. And we get a goaltending change. Nice pass off the face-off, and the shot from Hudson Church goes off the crossbar. He cannot buy a goal right now. So Jones Richardson, who started this game, will get a breather after a 21-save performance through 2 quarters. Now in comes Dexter Robinson, who has 41 stops through his minutes throughout the tournament so far. At the other end, we got another goaltending change as well. Owen Delmer is in to give Elijah Vendrasco the rest of the evening off. Harding now hounding his man from behind in the corner. Continues to go at it while Oben McIntyre is able to get through center. Fires that just over the bar behind Owen Delmer, who comes out of his crease to make the play on it. Delmer sees a man open, bench side. Now to center for Cruz Elliott. Saw a man on the crease for a moment, decides against the pass at the last second. 15 on the shot clock. Trying to go underneath of Robinson. That shot's not going to work. He's switched between the Woody and the Spoon a few times throughout this week. Maybe struggling with the Woody a little bit here. Couldn't find a target to shoot at. Gave it away and winds up in the back of his goal. Hudson Watkins picked it off at center, straight from the goaltender, and gets White back on the board. They now trail by just 4. And Watkins now will get a breather on the bench after getting something back in favor of White. Sutherland to Isaac Bosma. Bosma will shoot. Both number 14s for Blue are on the floor right now. Bosma may have just gotten away with a delay of game, knocked it loose from Harding before he had picked it up between the whistles. Wall turns back. He's a righty on the right side right now, trying to toe drag his way through the middle. Almost worked, but his stick was tied up. Now Bolton to the corner. Harding back in front. Church scores! Back to back for White. Now a 6-3 game. Was able to chat with some scouts in the arena before the start of this quarter, and the message I was hearing was need the Church boys to reach around, and finally they get one over. But it will be Madden Church making this a 3-goal game, and White wins the ensuing draw as well. Now Hudson Church is on the floor, but Talon Campbell takes it back. Campbell had a goal in the first half. Smith telegraphed his pass a little too much, gave it away to Hudson Church. Engages on the contact, goes to goal and scores. Well, well, well. The Church boys have come alive, as has their team. And now Hudson joins Madden on the score sheet to make this a 6-4 game. And we've seen this move a couple of times here throughout the tournament, in that a laser-focused team has no time for celebrations. Hudson Church scores, goes straight to the bench after Madden Church did the same. White trailed 6-1. Now it's a 2-goal game as Owen Delmare makes his first save in a little while. Ball is knocked all the way up the floor. Madden Church trying to chase it down. On the second chance, able to pick that up cleanly. Pass across and a great save by Dexter Robinson. That's an important save after he allowed a few in a row. Pass back to Church. He'll look far side. Robinson with another big save over to his left. See how he does with this breakout pass. He gives it away again, or at least it's knocked down by Harding before batted over center. Sutherland gets away from Church. Ronan Sutherland backing his way towards the wall. Blue wants to make a late change to get Nathan Heath Watkins off the floor. He'll be replaced by Mason Streeter. Shot over the shoulder, scores. What a release from Talon Campbell. Beat Owen Delmare cleanly, perfectly into that top corner, and Blue gets one back to reclaim the 3-goal advantage. And an important goal at that. After it looked like White was about to mount a big comeback, still a chance to do so, and still outscoring Blue in this quarter. It's Wall with a clean face-off win, and he gets it back. Wall passes to Elliott. An unintentional drop pass to Wall. Down to the corner for Church. Looks to go over top. But Robinson makes the save. Now Elliott pressuring on Chung. Ball is down to the floor where Church finds it off the turnover. Across the crease with the pass. Another save from Robinson. Wall puts a slash in on the stick of Anderson. Kemp gets around, pass to the near side, and that'll be denied by Delmare. That falls into his leg pad, denying Mr. Hat-trick Mason Smith. 3 goals in the first quarter, nothing since. And he'll now need to defend as Harding jumped over top of Anderson Kemp to be able to get that shot off. Save was made, and Robinson makes another one as well as he will reach out for the rebound. White pressuring on these breakout passes. In the scattering report here a little bit that Dexter Robinson may have been testing out a new stick. And White has made the blue breakout a little more difficult than what they would like. Another save there from Robinson. McIntyre's got a man on his back and front. Makes a nice couple of moves to get through and over center. Just in time before that 10-second count. Now a toe drag move from Streeter. Couldn't get through the defender though. Here's Harding again. This time he's going to battle with Landon Leung. Blue having a hard time all of a sudden getting through the defensive zone. White can taste a comeback here. They've got under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter, but they do have the entire fourth to go. They've still got some work to do. Here's Elliott. Shot on, scores despite the stick check. Still able to get it over top of Robinson. White gets another one. Back down to a 2-goal game once again. Last time they had got it to this point, Blue was able to score immediately afterwards. And now we've got a bit of rock, paper, scissors at center between Mason Smith and Ronan Sutherland to see who's going to take the face-off. It will be Smith. And Wall won the clamp, was able to get it back towards his restraining line, and then finds the loose ball as he's got to be careful of that center line. Gets it back to Elliott. Remember that face-off win if White is able to score another one here. Cut the lead down to 1. Elliott, now one more to the corner. Elliott wants it back, he'll get it. Protecting, shooting. Stopped by Robinson. Big rebound falls to Wall. Wall looking for Elliott again on the crease. Didn't connect initially. Sutherland looking for it. It bounces off a helmet. Elliott with one hand deflects that towards the line before it's eventually picked up. Bosma. Rugby scrum on the boards right now. Bosma switches back to his right hand, gets a pass to the crease, and Delmare with a big denial in tight. Unbelievable how Isaac Bosma was eventually able to come free of that pile and create a good scoring chance. Now he'll again switch back to his proper right. Dish near side. Waiting was Campbell on his toes. Gets the shoulder down on Elliott and floats that just over the goal. Another shot on, but this time Delmare gets the stick out. What a shift there for Isaac Bosma. He'll now get a change off of the McIntyre interception. He'll get away from Madden Church. McIntyre with a lane. Gets through a couple of defenders. Runs out of room, so he'll take space in the corner. Dishes to Streeter. 65 seconds to play. It's a 2-goal game after White's trailed by a sizable amount here. But have chipped away. Here's Harding. Looking for Church. Missed his man. Streeter looking for it, and a pass in tight didn't work for Streeter. Church knocked down from behind. 34 seconds to go. Long pass forward. There's a man up the play waiting for it, but it did not connect with Anderson Kemp. Now a pass towards the middle. Owen Chung dropped it. 20 seconds on the clock. Chung's going to continue to battle, but White will come up with it. Hudson Watkins to Harding. Has to reach back for it. Church alone in front. He'll shoot on. Robinson with a big save. Ball is loose. Picked up now by Sutherland. He's got 5 seconds to kill. He's just going to run it the floor himself and close out the third quarter. A late shot goes wide, but it wouldn't have mattered either way as the buzzer went off. And now with just 1 quarter left in regulation for White to continue to mount this comeback. And we'll bring you all of it here on Pro Caliber Media when we return. Back for the fourth quarter, and a big fourth quarter at that. If you've missed any of the action so far, Blue had a sizable lead for most of the first half of this game before White started to turn it on in the third, outscoring Blue in the third quarter, and now trailing by just 2 goals, excuse me. And they've got 12 minutes to try to continue to mount this comeback, but they've given it up again to a man who can really fill the goal. McIntyre, quick pass down to the crease for Talon Campbell. With 2 goals in this game already, he would be denied his third. White has a 2-on-1 now. It's Elliott in front for Wall. Took a deflection. Wall still got it, though. Has to avoid the crease. Ran into a big body behind the goal, and McIntyre able to clean up the garbage. Church now pressuring, though. McIntyre's in some trouble here. He's pinned by Wall and Church. And then behind both of them was Talon Campbell as well. It was Cruz Elliott, 15 on White. Elliott swims in close quarters with the crease. Did a good job to avoid. This could be a timely point in this game to score a goal for White. To be able to cut the lead down to 1 with plenty of time to play. Right now they've just got 4 seconds to shoot, and Dexter Robinson is going to stop the perimeter bid. Wall gets the rebound, though. Down to Church. He'll shoot. He'll score. There is the goal to make it a 1-goal game. It'll be another one from Church. This time it'll be Madden. He and Hudson have alternated goals. First it was Madden, then Hudson scored one just a couple of minutes later before Madden now has his second of the game in the fourth quarter. Hudson on the floor to take the face-off now against Mason Streeter. And Hudson puts that among some feet and then took a tumble. So he gets back up now. Looks like he's a little bit on the limp, and he's going to go straight towards the bench after Blue picks up possession. Landon Leung, and then he gave it away. Here's White looking to tie the game. Pass in front is on. Robinson makes the save, and he'll go back to the spoon. So he used the Woody for much of this game, and a much better pass from him in goal now. Shot scores. 2-goal lead again. Talon Campbell will join Mason Smith in company with a hat trick. Smith got 3 in the first quarter. Now Talon Campbell has 3 in, well, now 3 quarters pretty well. Job is not done yet for White. Face-off violation is going to go against Team Blue. White needs to pick up the ball here. Remember, it's run time in the Winter Box League. They don't want to waste any time. Elliott passing down to Madden Church. There's a penalty coming up against Blue. And now White's going to get a power play here and a chance again to cut the lead down to 1. White needs a quick goal here. It's Cruz Elliott. It's going to run quarterback. Down to the crease for Church. Elliott gets it back. There's that wind-up shot, stopped by Robinson. Rebound missed the open man, and McIntyre chases Cruz Elliott all the way down the floor. Elliott has it now, and he tries to swim over McIntyre. Does a good job to keep the power play in their zone for a while. Now they do get it over center. Malika feeds over to Hudson Church. Now Malika wants to change. Just 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Elliott has it. It's the trailer coming on is Makuta. He has possession. He'll shoot, and that'll be denied again by Robinson. A flashy kick stop, and that'll be thrown all the way up the floor. Hudson Church is going to chase the ball down as Delmer will take it from his crease. Elliott has it. 55 seconds left on the power play. 7-10 in the quarter. Still a 2-goal lead for Blue. So Wall has come on for the power play on his wrong side right now. He's going to continue to play on that wrong side. Church fakes the shot. Elliott is open at the point. He'll get it now. 5 to shoot. Here's Wall. Down to the crease. Shot in tight. Handled well by Robinson. Ronan Sutherland couldn't break through. Just 20 seconds left in the power play. McIntyre will throw a heavy pass. Lands in the stick of Bosma. Gets through short-handed and fires it off the shoulder of Delmer. Campbell. Lobs over top. And Blue will be able to kill the remainder of this penalty now. Back to even strength. That finds McIntyre, and he'll tuck through the perimeter pressure. Jump shot, scores! Owen McIntyre, a beauty of a shot. Just as the penalty comes to a close, he finds some space through a double team and hammers one home for the 3-goal lead. It's now 9-6 with under 6 to play. And White is going to need a big one here, and they got to go quick. Time is not their friend right now. Streeter at the faceoff dot, knocks that through some legs, but it's Owen Chung for Team Blue. Picks it up, picks up some speed, takes a hit up high that goes uncalled by the veteran officiating crew. Sutherland to Streeter. Bobbled it. Pressure coming from Malika. Streeter on his wrong side. Over to Chung. He'll shoot a bouncer off the crossbar and out. Now Blue going with the rare all right-handed setup on offense. Almost works too. So that shot from Streeter rung iron. And Sutherland picks that up, but started on his offensive side of center, so it's a back over call. Nice hands from Harding, and Robinson with the bigger stop. Somehow the official at center missed that, but the trailing referee was able to see that perfectly. An interesting decision. Again, a veteran officiating crew here. 4:15 on the clock. Church couldn't reach it. Both Church boys up into the offense right now. We'll see if they can pair up for another one. This is Hudson. Angled off by Streeter. Good stick check, knocked the ball loose, and then Streeter able to get away from Church, protecting with one hand on his stick. Mason Streeter looked up and saw Cruz Elliott. Good job to spin away from that. Again, White is running out of time here, trailing by 3. Here's McIntyre. Takes a slash into the face mask. McIntyre gets another one, keeps his feet moving, steps back and shoots off the end boards. And he looks right back to one of the referees, who then trips a blue player. The officials getting into the mix in all sorts of ways here this evening. McIntyre sees a man cutting off the bench. Backhander goes off the dasher. Also running through the crease, though, is Campbell. Just getting word from our producing truck right now that we may see some stop time depending on Team White's performance here. Otherwise, it's been run time through the Winter Box League. But this is a rule that is in the rule books, folks. Don't look it up. 2.5 to play. It's a 3-goal game right now that favors blue. The series has handedly favored blue as well. Landon Leung shooting right on. Delmare kicks that to the far wall. White has a timeout to use. And they're going to call a crease violation against blue. Fans in attendance don't like it. Church doesn't like that stop from the goaltender Robinson. Kicked out the right pad again. Under 2 minutes to play now. White needs 3 to tie. Here's Malika. Shot. Wide, banks off the boards. It's picked up by Church behind the goal. Pasquarelli doing a good job on his man, but White still with possession. Wall shoots, bounces out of the stick, and then they put it off the crossbar. Partial break now. It's Malika getting back to hound his man, who shoots and scores. Nolan Jorgensen gets his second of the tournament. And that should ice this game with 65 on the clock. That has been the story all game long for Team White, getting their chances, but unable to cash in overall. Blue then gets an opportunity the other way, and they make a count, now leading 10-6. McIntyre gets away from Harding, who throws a